Right.
Good.
Okay, take two.
Take two.
Recording, note for the future, recording these in 1080p
is bad.
Good, because the card fills up really quickly. I'm glad we weren't doing a Modern Masters unboxing, because that would have been really embarrassing. But what we are going to do again, quicker this time, is an unboxing for Android Netrunner Future-Proof Data Pack.
The recent data pack that just came out.
Now, seeing as I spilled these cards everywhere last time you opened this, I opened this. Do you want to have a crack at that?
Alright, sure.
Because, you know.
Good God.
It wasn't pretty. I don't know. See? Look at this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here they come.
Oh.
You going to do what I did?
Yep.
You are?
Yep.
You
but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So there's only two.
Okay.
Good.
Alright, don't shuffle. You look like you're about to shuffle.
No.
It would have been
definitely not.
Very interesting unboxing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. First off.
Boom. Okay, straight into Retrieval Run. 3 credits to drop. Event Run. Make a run on archives. If successful, instead of accessing cards, you may install a program from your heap, ignoring all costs. To influence.
Not fast.
Not fast?
Not fast.
I'm running on archives. Okay, again, all I'm seeing is aggressive noise runner. He's gotten into trouble. He's hit some snares. He's hit some fetal. He's lost some critical sort of icebreakers.
Icebreaker's a bit of something you need, like a grimoire even.
Yeah. That's right. I would imagine if you're playing with these chaps, you're playing wizard, you're playing noise, you're probably going to maybe put at least one in.
Yeah.
Just as a security blanket.
Yeah. It's
just as a security blanket. I don't think it's going to be a staple. I don't think you're going to see much of it in other factions. I think you'll probably just, maybe just running wizard, running noise, probably even more likely noise. You might run one. All right. Next hit me. What do we got?
Darwin.
Oh, Darwin. Okay, so we have an Icebreaker, AI, virus, 3 credits to drop, takes up 1 memory.
3 influence.
3 influence, yep. 2 credits, break ice subroutine.
Yeah, it's a little bit expensive on breaking ice, but it's practically a Crypsis for noise.
Yes. X is the number of virus counters on Darwin. Sorry, X is the number of. So when you see this lovely big card that should be here soon, you're going to notice that big X in the bottom left-hand corner. So when your turn begins, you may pay 1 credit to place 1 virus counter on Darwin.
It can get good.
It can get good. My beef is going to be. This is going to get a little too big. Crypsis doesn't tend to get a little bit too big. So what happens is, Crypsis, you'll put 1 or 2 on it. Corporation doesn't get too intimidated or scared. They let you keep it. This is going to get up to sort of 3 or 4, 5, and Corp's just going to go trash.
Or
trash.
Purge.
Exactly. Purge. They're going to get rid of all your virus counters.
It can be 1 turn run as well with Surge. You just drop it, second click.
Exactly. Or if you really want to be a naughty boy, Grimoire, Surge, boom, it's huge.
And suddenly it's like a 4.
3 influence, so you're not going to see much of this outside of
it's just
wizard and noise.
It's a noise. It's a Crypsis noise. I don't mind it.
You don't mind it? Okay. Moving along. All right. This I like. This
one's good.
This is good.
Donnelly Reversal.
Yep.
It's 0 cost, 1 influence, resource, virtual sabotage. Install only if you made a successful run on a central server this turn. If you are tagged, Donnelly Reversal gains click. The Corp trashes the top card of R&D. It's ridiculous. Let's just put it there.
It's fantastic. So, click 1, play Donnelly Reversal for 0. Click 2, run on a core server. Click 3, click 4, trash.
Yeah, just something where you're going to take a tag.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Obviously, particularly brutal against NBN.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a resource. So if you're tagged, you don't even have to be a smart Corp player. Next turn, you're going to go 2 credits.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
More.
So I only see it it's really only going to get used for that one turn, but at 0. it's so competitively
3
priced.
clicks, you're trashing 2 cards,
and that's huge. Considering that could be agenda, it could be a big wall, a big bit of ice. It could be anything. Love it. Definitely going in my nice deck. Love it. All right, so now we're over to some criminals. Yeah.
She's
Fairy.
okay.
Yeah, Fairy. Okay, so it's a 0 to cast.
1 memory.
1 memory. Fairy. Program. Icebreaker. Killer. 3 influence. 2 strength. 0 credits, break sentry subroutine, 1 credit plus 1 strength. So far not too bad, right? But when an encounter with a piece of ice in which you used fairy to break a subroutine ends, trash fairy. Like I think we said, early game.
Early game it's great,
Yeah.
but then it's as soon
I
as
know
you
myself.
use it.
I've started pulling early game cards out of my decks lately. Actually.
Yeah.
I was using quite a little bit of sort of Chimera and stuff as a Corp, and I'm finding now it's maybe one.
Maybe.
But I think it'd be silly to run 3. Unless I'm missing something, I could be silly. I'm silly all the time. I could be missing something here, but I don't think anyone's going to run 3 of that.
Just saying, even before they have it's like a trash a resource to prevent something from being trashed.
Yeah, it's just cheap, great to set early game, but maybe just 1. I don't think.
Probably 1. But,
yeah. All right, moving on. What do we got?
We got Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee, take it away, sir.
Mr. Lee, 3 cost. He's a unique card, so you can only have 1 of them out. 2 influence,
Mr.
resource,
Lee.
connection.
He's looking very
Draw 2 cards. Add 1 of these cards to the bottom of your stack. So I think this is great for like Dinosaurus and Cyber, whatever her name is.
Chaos Theory.
Chaos Theory. That's
It was me forgetting it last turn. Chaos Theory.
Replacements.
Yes, absolutely. You're running a 40 card deck. The idea is to move through it quickly. This is going to help you do that. At 2 influence, it's a cheap splash, relatively.
Yeah. Because what you want with that is you just want all your rig pieces in your hand, and then you go bam, 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 bam. Now I run.
Yeah. We're always happy to help Mr. Santiago. Hey, prove it, Mr. Lee. We'll be in touch. And Gabriel, yes.
Don't leave town.
Mr. Lee's a player. All right.
Next up, indexing.
Indexing. Okay, 0 drop. Event run. 3 influence. Make a run on R&D. If successful, instead of accessing cards, you may look at the top 5 cards of R&D and arrange them in any order. Yes.
I prefer it over Maker's Eye.
Yeah.
Although Maker's Eye has the potential for you to steal more stuff, this you can,
This is
avoid
great.
snares.
This is great in any run. Any run.
It's a bit high on influence, but a 3, maybe a 1.
I think. All right. Okay. Let me rephrase. I think especially good for. I'm running noise. I'm running my viruses. I'm accessing multiple cards.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit. Especially if you're playing an aggressive Jinteki deck. I'm going to drop that first. I'm going to jiggle that up. Put all that snare rubbish at the
Put the
bottom.
snare in the feedle area down bottom. then
Put the
access
agenda
the
up
top
high.
3.
Bang. Run. Yeah. I suppose the 3 means you're probably going to run the 1 maybe.
Yeah.
It is a little price. Obviously, if it was cheaper, they may have to increase the casting cost, but the install cost. But I do like it. I'm interested to see how much play it will get. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got?
Next up, we have R&D interface. It's a 4 cost hardware, 2 influence for Shaper. Whenever you access cards from R&D, access 1 additional card from R&D. I like it.
Yeah. 2 influence.
And
I don't know. There's a lot of this sort of stuff out there at the moment.
yeah, there's the HQ interface, but the other stuff is like all virus counter reliant.
Yes.
That's the one thing I have with this, that you can just go 3 clicks, it's all gone,
Yeah.
Whereas this
fair enough.
is always constantly there.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, all right. So whenever you access cards from R&D access, sure. Yeah, I might not play it against a sort of a real painful Jinteki deck, but
I'd be careful against a Jinteki deck with it, but it fits with my criminal deck that I'm running really well. So
yeah, that'll help you get through their deck quick. I'm going to put it in the not bad pile.
it's not bad. It works.
It works. All right.
Interesting one here.
Interesting one here. All right, what do we got?
Right. Deep Thought.
Deep Thought, yep.
1 cost, 1 memory. It's a program. It's a virus for Shaper. Whenever you make a successful run on R&D, place 1 virus counter on Deep Thought. If there are at least 3 virus counters on Deep Thought, it gains when your turn begins. You may look at the top card of R&D. I think that's great.
Yeah.
It's
Now that's got to be in every run.
Yeah, it's
sure.
Not even every runner, like just noise specifically, the fact that it's a virus and it's only 2 influence, and the fact that you have the option to get rid of or like look at the top thing. Oh, it's an agenda. I know where I'm going this turn.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a snare. I'm definitely not going there.
But for the same reason, still, I think it might be worth splashing that into most runners, even like Gabe. It doesn't matter. To be able to actually ESP the top card of the Corp every turn.
It's good until they purge it, of course.
Well, until they purge it, but still.
I think it's a good card. It's a
good card, and it's not. I mean, and then your purge is not going anywhere. I mean, you can build it up again, but I do very much like. All right, here we go. New Angeles City Hall. 1 credit. Resource, location, government. 2 credits, avoid 1 tag. Trash, New Angeles City Hall when you steal an agenda.
It's unique too.
It is unique, so you can only have the 1. New Angeles, as I said, plays a big part in the actual books. If you actually start reading the novels for the Netrunner world, New Angeles is the hosting point. 1 billion people where all this stuff is taking place. So it's cool to see. I'm starting to enjoy the links between the board game and the books and the card game. But
overall,
again, I think good for an aggressive runner who likes to run all 4 clicks and gets caught short. Also good for countering that inevitable NBN combo where they're going to tag you in their turn and then burn you with Scorched Earth. That lets you avoid the tag sort of in their turn without having to pay any clicks.
I still prefer networking over
this. I think limited use. The fact that it's a neutral card and it's only one you might put it in just as a because you're not trying to sort of balance that whole agenda cards thing in a runner. You can sort of afford to go, I'll throw one in. It's not a bad security blanket, especially, I mean, if we do get into sort of sideboarding with this game down the track, if Fantasy Flight brings sideboard, that would be exactly the sort of thing I would sideboard because you're like, oh my god, he's NBN, he's tag and bagging, that's, you'd have 3. But at the moment, look, if you've got a bit of room, I might put it as a security blanket, but it's not a must-have.
It's not a must-have.
Not a must-have.
Right, next up, we have...
What do we got? Alright, we have
Eli.
Eli, E-I-L-I. You call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it Eli 1.0. Okay, so we've got Ice, Barrier, Bioroid. It's Strength 4, 3 to res. The runner may spend 1 click to break any subroutine on Eli 1.0, fairly standard for HB.
Yep.
2 subroutines. First subroutine, end the run. Second subroutine, end the run. 1 influence.
For 4 strength, I think it's not bad. It's nice HB kind of needs for an early game, you know? Yeah,
it's definitely, it's your wall of static kind of solution there. It's great. I don't think it'll get much splash because I think if you're splashing ice, you're probably going to be grabbing better things than this.
Yeah.
But for early game, for HB,
it's kind of, I feel like it's what they needed.
It's good, it's a stopper. It's a stopper. It's instead of being trash programs, trash this, trash that, tag this, all this, which a lot of HB stuff is. It's end the run, end the run. Good stop. You might even find people splashing that in a little bit of NBN. Maybe. NBN, same thing. Very little stopping power. It'll let you it'll tag you and wreck you on the way through, but it still lets you through. So maybe sort of something like that at the end. Don't know. Anyway, not bad.
Next up.
Ruhr
Valley.
It's where all the grunts live. Down Ruhr Valley.
It's 6 to res.
6 to res, yep.
Upgrade for a region.
Yes.
As an additional cost to make a run on this server, the runner must spend 1 click.
Limit. Yep.
1 region per server.
Right, so that goes in every single HB deck ever. Great,
yep.
Awesome.
That was good.
Because every piece of HB ice out there is, you can spend clicks to break this, you can spend clicks to break this.
Yeah.
And now you've got an upgrade that says, well, guess what? You don't have clicks left to break this. Enjoy your brain damage trash programs. You're going to run it.
Alright, next up.
Alright, Jinteki.
Jinteki?
I love Jinteki. Alright, Ronin. 0 to install. Asset. Hostile. That's good. It's 4 influence, so you're not going to see much of it outside of Jinteki. 2 to trash. Ronin can be advanced. Hey, we all love a good trap. If there are at least 4 advancement tokens on Ronin, it gains click, trash, do 3 net damage.
So you pretty much have a server out there, and it's just like, oh look, this server is now a neural katana.
Yeah, pretty much. You're probably gonna have say like a chum. It's gonna rock into one of your little trap cards.
To chum into a neural katana only to meet a neural katana.
Exactly, and then at the end of it, they trip and fall and they hurt themselves at every single step of the way, and then you're gonna go and while you're at it, do another 3 net damage. I mean, wow, it's GG in a run. It's in a run. You know what? If you're running against Jinteki, you're really going to want to expose some of these installs now because, I mean, Snare, if he's not advancing, you can spot it a mile away, but, that's That's just Jinteki just keeps getting more and more painful. Love it. Definitely going in Jinteki decks.
It's definitely going in my shell game one.
Yeah.
Because it's just one of those things where you can just trickle it up straight up.
Yeah. And so cheap. Cheap.
It's cheap as well. Yeah.
Yeah. There's not even a credit cost to sort of trigger the trap. Like normally you think about snare. It's a 0, sure, but you've got to pay the credits to sort of to do the damage. This is just as long as you've advanced it.
Yeah.
I suppose so. The credit come beforehand, but yeah, love it.
Oh, alright, here we go. This one's good. The Dori. 0 cost to res.
0 cost to res.
Upgrade for Sysop.
Sysop. Yeah, it's tech term, man. Where are you?
Jeez, not here.
Sysop.
I only play the cards.
The hackers and Sysop, man. System operator. Right. Okay, come on. So she's a system operator. You'll see the artwork because you should have this here now, and you can be like, I see what he's talking about.
Once per run, when the runner approaches a piece of ice protecting the server, get it, wait for it, you may swap that piece of ice with a piece of ice from HQ. The new ice is installed unresed.
Yeah. Okay, so, again,
this is silly.
This is fantastic. Your runner's like, okay, you've got all these bits of ice, I know it takes exactly 14 credits and whatever else to get through there, I'm coming at you. And then you just shake it up. Right in front of him. You just shake it up like that and you just slap in. We need to check. We need some FAQ on this though, because with the whole swap thing, if there's a parasite on it, does parasite stay?
Yeah, that's all.
Comments below. You guys can argue about this until the cows come home. Have fun. Does the parasite stay? Or if it's an advanced piece of ice,
does the advancement stay?
Do the advancements stay? Interesting. I mean, from a Magic perspective, you would think that everything attached to that ice would probably
fall off.
Other card games that tends to be the format, but it does say swap. So I guess we're going to have to argue about it for a bit until Fantasy Flight put up a ruling on it.
Yeah.
If it is that case where everything falls off.
This is silly.
It's gonna smash Parasite. I think that's amazing because I'm just gonna bounce back that huge piece of ice that you've whittled down and put in a pop-up window and laugh in your face. Love it.
Just throw out your early bits of ice that are kind of useless now.
Yep, exactly, and substitute them with better stuff. Awesome.
It's
awesome.
A good card. It's really
must be in there. Can I run 6?
You can try.
Okay.
Might not be legal.
So there's a bit of an emphasis on future proof with some of the new NBN, and we have NBN 2.0. The world is yours. Asterisk. Fine text. Some restrictions may apply. Scanners can't find out more. Alright.
NBN.
So it's a new Identity Megacorp. Your maximum hand size is increased by 1. So you're going to be running 6 cards. Nice. Deck size 40. Influence 12.
Though the question here, you wouldn't draw the starting hand of 6 because it doesn't say you draw a starting hand of 6.
No, that's true. Yes, that's right. Yes, it doesn't. Yeah, it just means so you're still going to draw 5, but you're going to be able to hold more. Pardon me. I think it's good. I think the 2 recurring credits for traces weren't getting used a huge amount. From what I'm seeing, a lot of runners are not worrying about traces at this stage.
No. Until we get into Flare, that is.
Well, a lot of the traces on that are a little damning are on ice, and they'll just tend to break the subroutine rather than let the trace go off.
Yeah.
There's a few exceptions, but for the most part, I think runners are not too worried about tracing. Therefore, having the smaller deck allows me to run less agenda, which has benefits which we'll get to soon. I think it will get a lot of use. I think you're going to see, with what else is in this, comboing off stuff we've seen before, I think this is going to see probably a lot more play than NBN 1.0.
I like it as well because you get that extra card in your increased hand, so you can be holding 3 bits of gas, aka 3 bits of Scorched Earth. And still have 3 extra cards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it allows for a bit more maneuverability. Yeah, I think it'll get a lot of play.
I like it. Good.
All right, moving into
NBN agenda.
Yeah, hit us.
All right, Project Beal. It's a 3
to advance.
3 to advance to get it. It's a 2-point agenda.
Yes.
Research. When you score Project Beal, place 1 agenda counter on it for each 2 advancement tokens on it over 3. Project Bill is worth 1 additional agenda point for each agenda counter on it.
Wow.
So
all of a sudden you can see all the NBN players in the world going ding 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 combo. Yeah, of course. You've got 15 tags. It happens so often. And now I'm just going to use all those tags to advance this card, 15 times and win the game.
And win.
Thank you for coming. Lovely game.
That's a 1 agenda win.
Yeah. And the fact that it's essentially a potentially unlimited agenda card. I mean, obviously you need an awful lot of advancement, but it is a theoretically unlimited, and I don't think there's anything like that yet from what I can remember. So, but having said that, it's also quite competitively priced just for a standard 3-2.
Yeah.
Most 2-point agendas are usually worth about 3 advancements. So even if it's late game and you're already sitting on 5 or 6,
yeah, you can just drop the score
and as you would anything else. So, wow, yeah. Again, combined with
I like it. It's just a bit of agenda with an additional thing attached to it.
Yeah.
It has the option to be
and
amazing and godlike.
And here you're running less cards, therefore less agenda.
Yeah.
3 of those.
It synergizes as well.
Yeah, you'll see lots of it. I'll get sick of looking at it. All right, we have Operation MidSeason Replacements. 5 creds to install or use. Play only if the runner stole an agenda during his or her last turn.
The trace.
Right? Trace to the power of 6. Again, so now, even if I'm using NBN 2.0, Trace 6 is still a pretty powerful starting point. If successful, give the runner tags equal to the amount by which your trace strength exceeds his or her link strength. So, here we go. Let's get these cards already here. Okay? So, I've got a bucket load of credits I've been saving. I'm going to use MidSeason Replacements here to give you a bucket load of tags. I'm going to get it in play, and then a card eludes me. So hopefully Lochlan will put a little asterisk box and bring it up for me. So what I'm thinking, the one that lets me advance equal to tags, and then I'm going to Project Bill and
win the game.
And again, thank you very much for playing. I hope you enjoy NBN. Obviously, 4 influence. Can't see a massive use for this outside of NBN.
No, I think it's strictly NBN.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe Wayland. Maybe. Just if you're going for overkill and you're Wayland and you go, okay, I've hit you with so many tags you can't possibly clear them all in your turn.
Yeah.
Your turn, you fiddle around like a fool. My turn, scorched earth. GG. Maybe instead of splashing 2 sea sauce, but I don't know. I think most people are still going to run the sea sauce. All right.
I like this one.
You like this one? All right.
All right.
Show us what it's got.
It's a 9-cost bit of ice. Yeah.
No crystals.
Flare.
Yes.
Sentry Tracer AP.
Yep.
Trace to the power of 6 is its only subroutine.
Yes.
And if successful, trash 1 piece of hardware. Do 2 meat damage that cannot be prevented and end the run.
Hardware.
Strength 6.
Wow. Now, we've seen a fair bit of program trash in HB. And I know I splash Itchy, I splash the Secretary trap card to get rid of programs because it shuts down your icebreakers. But hardware trash, not a lot of that around.
No.
Very powerful stuff. 9, a little pricey. Maybe use it off the back of the agenda that allows me to res ice for free or something like that.
It's 3 influence too, which means it can be splashed.
It can be splashed, yes. Trace 6, again, you don't even need NBN 1.0. That's a big trace off the bat.
It's a big trace.
Which is good because you've just spent 9 credits, presumably to res it, so you may not have a lot of money left loading around. Wow, destroy hardware. I think I'd probably maybe even splash one of these in my Jinteki, just for the hardware trash. That's
meat
fantastic.
damage that can't be prevented.
Cannot be prevented, yeah, and then in the run. And in the run is also very important for NBN because there's so much of the NBN stuff is tag to tag.
Oh, you still get through.
But you still get through.
Yeah.
That's ending the run as well.
I love it.
Very tempted to splash that in Jinteki actually. Again, maybe sort of using Midori and
just swap it with the head.
Or exactly. Or splash Midori into your NBN and swatch that pop-up window for a flare. Alrighty.
Oh, man.
Okay. What do we got next? We have dedicated response team. It's an asset. It's a hostile asset. A hostile asset.
Well,
Would you
it was
like to
pretty hostile
change?
from
Yes,
the
please. Okay.
Would you like some change? You have no hand.
2 credits to install. 3 to trash, 3 influence. If the runner is tagged, dedicated response team gains whenever a successful run ends due to meat damage.
I think it's crazy. I think it's a bit crazy. It's definitely hostile. Oh yes, it's hostile.
So again, when I was talking about Wayland splashing your mid-season replacements,
Yeah.
it works. It works. You know, Wayland and NBN tend to often, I think, work together quite well. Wayland for the bagging, NBN for the tagging, and this just adds to that again. Will we see it in other corporations with three influence? Do you think? Runner is tagged. I mean, I don't do a lot of tagging in my Jinteki other than probably snare.
A Wayland that splashes snares and stuff. This
Yeah.
could be pretty.
Yeah,
It could get.
I think you're only going to see it in probably Wayland or NBN, depending on which way you're sort of going. If you're doing sort of the tag and bag combo. If you're doing that though, either way, definite.
Yeah.
You know, put and possibly even put.
It's almost pretty much forcing someone when they run and they do get through and they score that bit of agenda. They're taking 2 bits of meat damage, which with a 5-card hand leaves you susceptible to a scorched earth. They're gonna have to use 2 clicks or 1 click to refill the hand.
Very, very nice. Like
It's
good card. Good card. Goes in the good card pile.
Next up, I don't know if I like this one.
All right, what is it?
Alright, 0 cost, Berg Bugs,
Okay.
Ice, Sentry Destroyer,
Yep.
0 strength,
0
1
strength, weak.
influence,
But
Trace
it's
is
free
0.
cost. Yeah, trace is 0, successful. The runner trashes. Okay, so we're talking about obviously a Wayland early game
Yeah.
icy thing.
But it's a 0 strength. So
It is just,
it just
look, if I've got a lot of money, I suppose actually, if I was playing well, I would put this sort of, I've got my agenda, I'm going to put this in front of the agenda, I'm then going to put all that big sort of stuff, so that you're smashing your way through this, you're spending a lot of credits. At the very end, because I know you're keen to keep going, I'm going to use my credits, and I'm going to have some credits to do this, and hopefully I've depleted you with all my ice to do that track, and then get rid of an icebreaker. Yeah.
But then again, they can just break the subroutine for like 1 credit, because it's a 0 strength.
True. Probably would have been better than if it wasn't a named, like if it was a trap.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a sentry or a co-gate, if it was, you know, like,
trap,
if it was just ice, destroy or something, whatever, might have been a little better. Yeah, you're right, you're absolutely right, I didn't think of that. They're just going to pay
1 credit, get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's. I don't think it's that great.
No, can't see it getting splashed either. Sorry, Black Bugs.
You're no good.
No good.
Right,
And
last
finally, whoo! Okay.
Corporate War.
Corporate War.
4 score, 4 to score it, 2 point gender expansion. If you have at least 7 credits when you score Corporate War, gain 7 credits, otherwise lose all credits in credit pool. Not cost. Don't like it. Actually, really don't like it.
Really? It's a 3, normally you'd be paying 3, advanced 3 for 2, you're paying 1 extra.
You really need to keep your money under control, otherwise it just kind of wipes you out.
Look, I think Wayland would probably use this.
And the fact that it's a 4 point for 2.
Yeah, again, I know, but you're talking about 7 credits.
Yeah.
That is quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Maybe. Especially, look, it depends. Especially if you're running a resource starved deck because you've splashed other stuff in there or you're busy doing other stuff.
Yeah.
This might help you get that edge with some extra credits. But yeah,
It's a hit and miss. It is literally a hit and miss. It's either you gain 7 or you lose everything.
Yeah, it is a bit meh, but it might get some use. That's it. If you're running a corp that's got money issues, that might be a go.
Yeah.
All right, so that's future proof for Android Netrunner. I hope we haven't bored you too much with our reveal.
Hope not.
We will try and do more of these as they become available. If Lachlan's done his job, there should be little boxes of stuff everywhere for you to click.
And
subscribe.
Subscribe. And
Abuse us below. My skin stick, go hard. We'll see you next time.
Feel free to check out the website, www.btgn.com.au.
But if you've done your job right, that should be already
It should be.
probably plastered over my face.